Hi guys, welcome to day 42 of Scout Lockdown. Today we're going to learn how to tie a square knot. So a square knot when it's tied in a scarf is a friendship knot. But we're going to learn how to tie a square knot and make some keychains and make some key fobs and maybe even make a friendship bracelet. You can make that instead of, and a woggle. I made a woggle, but it's the same principle to make a friendship bracelet. Have a go. If you're home, if you can, you need some string or some colourful rope or some colourful paracord if you've got it. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. So today guys we're going to learn some cool knots and we can make some keychains and maybe even a little woggle. So we're going to go through how to do that. So we're going to start with a simple keychain. So you'll need some rope. Paracord is better, but some thin string rope, colourful is better. I've only got green and red because that's what we had last time for one of the camps. So I've got this. You need to find the middle of the rope. So the middle, the rope, which is there. And then we're going to get the key, slide it over. So the key's in the middle of the rope. So the key ring's in the middle of the rope. And we're going to start with a square knot. And this is also tied in scarves sometimes, but when it's tied in a scarf, it's not the square knot, it becomes the friendship knot. And I'll show you how to tie that one a little bit later. So to start the square knot, we're going to make the ropes cross, so like that, with the keychain already there. And then we're going to go over, so we're going over the one we just, so this one goes over the red one goes over the one we just done and over the green one goes over the red one and then over the two red ones, and this red one goes over the green one, and then because it's the last one, down that one, and then we pull evenly. Now the first one often turns out a little bit screw with because the keychain's on it, and the reason it's called, and we have to pull them all evenly, and the reason it's called a square knot is it looks like a square. So like I said, when you tie that in a friendship, in a scarf, it's called a friendship knot. Now this, from here, now we've started and the keychain's locked in place, there's two things we can do, and I'm going to show you both of them, and we're going to start with the first one. So the first one, we're just going to go clockwise all the time. You can go anti-clockwise as well, it's entirely up to you, but we're going clockwise. So we're just doing exactly the same, another square knot on top of another square knot. So over, 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 and because it's the last one, over, and then through the first one, and then pull evenly. Make sure you pull them all tight as you go. That's really important. Make sure that every string's tight. You may have to tighten them a couple of times with each one, and then lay it back out again. And we're going clockwise, so we're going to do exactly the same. And we're just going over, 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 and we're going to keep doing that till we get to the end of the rope. So we'll see you in a few seconds. So you can see here I've done a square lashing going in a clockwise fashion. That's my key fob, so I would cut it here and I'd burn the ends so this is nylon rope, so I'd burn the ends or your paracord to make sure that it doesn't unfray and it stays together, and that would melt the ends. And as you can see, by going in clockwise fashion, we've got a spiral going up the key fob. So we've got a spiral green and red going up the key fob. So now I want to show you a different way of doing it. So we'll see you in a few seconds. So I want to show you a different way of doing it now. So we've started with the keys in the middle again and a square knot to get started. And because we went clockwise for that one, the next one we're going to go anti-clockwise. So this one we're going to go anti-clockwise. It's exactly the same knot, a square knot, but we're going anti-clockwise. So we've got done clockwise then, anti-clockwise even, and again pull it tight, pull it nice and tight, pull all the strings evenly so it will tighten up. Okay, because we went anti-clockwise that time, this time we're going to go clockwise. Again, make sure they're all pulled into place. As you can see, that's a square knot there, which is why it's called a square knot. It looks like a square. I'm going to continue pulling that in place. So now we're going to go anti-clockwise and so forth, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, all the way up. And I'll see you in a few seconds. So by going clockwise and then anti-clockwise and then clockwise, you'll find that it goes up in colours. And this is actually, where the other one was actually a rounder keyring, this is actually a more squarer keyring. And again, you would snip the ends and then burn them, melt them to stick together. So this, my colleagues find lots of these around the office when they leave bits of string dotted around the office. So this is the nice key fob, and you can see there it's nice, solid, very well made and very colourful. Have a go at home. I'll show you how to make another one. So the next one I'm going to make is a slightly different one. It's very similar to this, but we're going to make another key fob. So this one, you need to find the middle of one piece of rope this time, and then put the keys on it. So you need to put your keychain on it, and then you just need to push that down like that. So there's a long rope, and then find the middle of the red rope or the other rope that you've got. You can do it all one colour and go across like that. Now this one's a little bit more complicated, so we're going to have to watch. So we're going over with that one. We're just going to do a square knot to get going. So just tie the same as you did before, one square knot to get going. And you can mix and match. You can do half square then half this one, or when we talk about the squares earlier, you can do half going up one way, just all clockwise, and then half going up one way and the other way, and then going back again. So we've tied our square knot on this one, and we've pushed the rope down. Okay, so now we're going to do this one over the top, but we want our loop there, and this one is going to go underneath the green rope and have a loop there. Now the one which went on top is going to go down this hole, and the one which went underneath is going to go up this hole, and we're going to pull. Now this one will takes a while to get going, this one, before you actually see the outcome, but we're going to pull. Now on this occasion, I want you to do exactly the same thing all the way down. So this side, the right side, was on top, and this side, the left side, was underneath. So it looks like that. And then this side, the right side, went down this hole, and this side, which went underneath, comes up that bit, and then pull. And we do the same all the way down. So one more time, the right hand side goes above the rope, and the left hand side goes underneath the green rope. The right hand side then goes down the other side, and this side, which went under the rope, comes up the loop that you left, and you pull. And then we continue that all the way down the rope. So remembering to keep the same format all the way down. So under and over, and over and under. And we're going to do that all the way down, and I'll see you in a few seconds. So you can see here, by going the same way, it's made a twisty one, a bit like DNA. So it goes all the way around. You'll notice that it's all one colour, so the green always stays inside. You can now, if you really wanted to, and you can see how long there's left on the green and how quickly the red's gone out. But if you can, if you want to make it longer, pull these down tight, bring the red ones out, and then the green ones out, and then do the same with the green ones, and continue with green, which will make it half and half. So we can keep going with the green now. But you can see there that it's made a nice little key fob with a swirly DNA pattern, which is quite cool. And again, you would snip the ends and burn them, melt them down just to keep them all attached and glued together. I'll show you how to make a woggle now, or another keychain, depending on what you want to make. I'll see you in a few seconds. So now we're going to make a woggle or a keychain, depending on what you want to make. So that's a little, or it doesn't have to be a keychain, it could be a little tag for your rucksack, so you know it's your rucksack. It could be anything. So this is a woggle that lots of you have seen, hopefully lots of you have made. To do that, we're going to get our green rope and find the middle bit, and we're going to put that down there. You're going to need a long bit of the other rope, so I've got a longer rope here, and again you need to find the middle, and then this time you put the middle there, and you want to leave a small loop at the end. So if you're doing a keychain, you would start at the top, but we're going to leave a little loop there. And you do the same thing as before. So this side goes over, and this side goes under, and it comes up, and this side goes down. So it went over the top. Okay, and this is where it gets a little bit more complicated than it did on the last one. So you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, so this time you need to go, so we always did last time this side on top like that. But on this woggle, or this type of knot, you want this side to go under now. So this side's now under, and this side goes on top. So this side now goes down here and pulls. And the reason for this, and this side goes up, and the reason for this is because we want to keep the knot flat. So if we keep going the same way, it would twist to like the DNA one we've just made. So now we want to go back to where it was before. So this side on top and this side underneath, and then it comes up the hole, and this side down the hole, and then pull. And again, remember to keep it nice and tight. Because this side went on top that time, this side now goes on top, and this side goes underneath. So now you vice versa it all the way down, and I'll carry on with this, and I'll see you in a few seconds. So you can see that it's turned out nice and flat all the way down. So this is a nice flat one, perfect for a tag on your rucksack or your bag when you go on holiday. Make sure you know it's yours. So to make the woggle, we're going to get the red bits now, and we're going to quickly just tie a quick reef knot. So hopefully you've been watching day 1 of Scout Lockdown. So it's to tie the reef knot, and we want to make sure that's nice and tight. And then we want to cut that, leaving a little bit on each side. And then carefully, you may want to ask an adult to do this for you. You will want, let's just make those even. You'll want to burn the end Careful not to burn yourself, and ideally you want to melt those together. So I'll do that in a second just to make sure it's all stuck. I'll see you in a second. So we've burnt the ends, so that's not going to come undone. So now we want to snip the green one, because you want enough to tie these two together. So you're going to go through here and tie a reef knot under here. And so hopefully you've been practicing your reef knots. And again, you want to snip off the axis and give that a burn so it doesn't come undone. And there you have it. You have, once you've burnt that, you have yourself a nice little woggle. Practice at home if you can. Have a go. Make sure you have a parent help you with the burning bit, just to stop the ends from fraying. Have a go. See if you can make your own woggle or keychain. So there you go. All burnt. That end. And we've got ourselves a little woggle. And I'm going to find Spider Hedgehog and give her this one. Okay, so this is the friendship knot. So the square knot, when it's tied in a scarf, your scout scarf, is called a friendship knot. And the idea of this is to show your friendship to someone. So ideally you should be doing this to someone else's scarf, not to your own, because you're showing them your friendship bond. It's like giving a friendship bracelet out, really, but you're showing a friendship bond. And you'll see lots of scouts wearing a scarf with a friendship knot in it. So how do you tie one? Well, there is another way of tying it, but I learnt this way, and this is the way I prefer. So this is how I'm going to teach you. So you need your scarf, and you need rolled up, nice and neat, and you're going to put the triangle end facing down. So the triangle end is down, and then you've got your ends. You're going to put the... Now, luckily our district scarf has got two different colours. So the green one, the left side, is going to go underneath the white side. So the left side underneath the white. You want to allow a good space to get the turns in, so you don't do it too close to the end. And then you're going to tie a square knot, but you're going to start with this one, so this side. Otherwise it gets a bit hard. And you're going to go over this one, leaving a loop there. Then you're going to take this one over the green one and over that one, and then you're going to take this one over the white one and over the green one, just like you just did in your square knot. And then this one's going to go over and go down the loop you first made, like that. And then all you're going to do is pull it tight on all sides, and you have now got a friendship knot in your scarf. Try it at home. Thank you for watching. Stay home and stay safe.